The elemental nature of food being our most wholesome act every day, like we need to be fueled, that took a fundamental turn for me in my mid-20s, from being just a job to actually I have a purpose and this is what I do. My goal is to hunt and fish and grow what I need for me and my community, my family. My heartbeat on this earth is food. How food happens, from the gardening of it, from the seed to the Eggs Benedict on Sunday, 8 months later. I want to know that story. How that then connects me with other people. And my reset is the mountains, whether it's hiking or fishing or foraging or just straight exploring. I was bow hunting in Corn Springs area and saw a scrap can with the mummified remains of what I thought was a dead baby black bear, and actually put a knife in my left hand to just check it out, and the metal in my left hand picked up an arc of live current. So it was a junction box, it was not just a scrap metal, which is what it looked like. I spent 50 days in the ICU in Salt Lake City. One of my exit points was in my scrotum, and they had to remove my left testy. And so when that left my body, I said, we should throw that to the lab, let's check it out. This one time, I had this one feeling, and anyway, that testicle came back positive with testicular cancer. I just assumed that I would be in Salt Lake until I was put back together completely. Chemo, plastic surgery, everything. And the oncology team said, you could really do your chemotherapy anywhere. And I said, I'd love to be home if I could. My oncologist both said, well, Bozeman has a top cancer center. I'm certain that you would get the exact same treatment there than you would here. And I probably just walked out the door right then. The opportunity to have the same treatment at home so I could sleep in my own bed every night. That's what brought me back to Bozeman. It's an embarrassing thing, I think, to no longer be a whole part. And coming home for me, minus a left hand, minus a testicle no one could see, 4 ribs no one could see, major muscle groups, there was a deep sense of loss. I wore a hat like cancer patients do the whole time. I figured if I didn't shave my sideburns, no one would know that I'd lost my hair, and I largely stayed in the woods. I'm from Emigrant, right? So Bozeman was not my town. Bozeman Deaconess was my community, right? So I'd come in and I got to know the nurses. Some of them biked, some of them did this. I'd bring them salsa and guacamole from my company. So really the Bozeman, the cancer center became a community.
Cancer care is always on a cutting edge. And as the community grows and we become larger and become more regional, the amount of services that we need to offer and the specialty services that we need to offer continue to expand. Eduardo, I think, embraced his life as someone with cancer who overcame things. The cancer is part of your life, but it is not you, and the rest of your life should go on. If you enjoy the outdoors, you should continue to enjoy the outdoors. You should continue to do the things that make you who you are.
I don't think anyone expects that we have a world-class facility in Bozeman. And I think my time spent in the cancer center was sort of a reality check of, I could be anywhere in the world right now getting the best care possible. I love that this center that helped take me through my bout with cancer was built on the generosity of other people's. The reason I chose to be home was because I wanted to hear the wind at night. I wanted to hear a great horned owl at night. I wanted to wake up and I wanted to hike. I convinced myself that if I hiked every day, that I would not need as much time to get back onto the horse when I was done. So I hiked every day. I've actually never been challenged to actually stop and think about what it would have been like to leave chemotherapy and drive through downtown traffic to then just sit in an apartment with downtown noise, rather than hit Trail Creek and get to listen to tires on gravel and coyotes at night and get to hike in the snow. I think that kept me sane.